on this fucking website. The bar has been set too high. I can't play worth the shit when there's marbles going on here. It's way too distracting. I disagree. I always disagree. Okay, now let's bring it down a notch and chill out with some Silent Hill 2. Is it Friday tomorrow? I'm pretty sure it's Friday tomorrow, right? Like, today was Thursday. I mean, it's Friday now, because, like, days change when 24 hours happen, but... Yeah, I'm probably not going to stream tomorrow, or today, I guess. Yeah, whatever. You get the idea. I'm gonna let you guys know in advance. I'm probably not streaming the next time that I normally stream at. Because, once again, I'm going to the fucking arcade tomorrow. Tomorrow? Yeah, it's definitely tomorrow. And in order to do that, I have to, like, sleep at a different time, and that usually fucks up my attempts to stream. Ducking out to finally be there. Satisfied with marbles, Zoku now goes and tends to the basic necessities of, like, body maintenance. Take your shower, Zoku. Yeah, I use the same philosophy, Watsu. That's why I'm always confused by, like... It's like, oh, it's Friday today, but, like, I woke up on Thursday, so I haven't gone to bed yet, so it's still Thursday. That's what I'm like. I am a subscriber to the very same philosophy. James is fast. All this quick saving as well, that constant game saved in the corner, gives him unlimited stamina, so he can always run at maximum speed. That's where game saved comes from, as like a joke in Silent Hill speedrunning, because you always be saving that game. It also lets us do glitches like this. So like we've got text stuck on the screen right now, we're going to use that to bypass a couple of cutscene triggers. So that's tight. I'm looking forward to going back to the arcade again on the weekend, guys, by the way. I'm going to try and shoot some videos while I'm there. They're probably not going to be fantastic videos. Like, they're probably just going to be, like, shitty Twitter posts, but... I'm going to try really hard to get, at least a mobile phone camera video quality of me trying to dance to Din Don Dan. If you guys... By the way, there's a Dance Evolution cabinet at the arcade that's, like, most local to me now. I was tweeting about it. If you guys don't know what Dance Evolution is, right, it's a full-body game. Like, it uses a camera. So you dance the whole routine with your whole ass body, and the game judges you on how well you pose and put your hands in correct places, and feet, as the case may be. I'm gonna do my best to actually, like, get some footage of me playing that fucking game. And hips. It absolutely tracks your hips as well. It sounds vaguely like Dance Central. It is 100% like Dance Central. They were released at very similar times. Within, like, a few months of each other, I think. Dance Central also fucking rules, so, like... Do you have a problem with this? Whereas, see, Dance Evolution is in an arcade and has Konami music, which is the only thing that really makes it different. But it's also in an arcade, which means you get to make a fucking tit of yourself in front of a giant audience of people. It's great. The thing that makes it, like, noteworthy to me is just that the fact that Dance Evolution is it's a Japanese-only game. Which means that, like, there's very good odds that the Dance Evolution cabinet located in the arcade that's near me is the only one in the country. There's very good odds of that being true. Which means if I want to play it, and I do want to play it, I should fucking go. But also, while I'm there, I gotta pick up that funky fresh score to place. I gotta rank in. Gotta play more DDR now that I have DDR shoes. According to Xenius, it is indeed the only DA cab in the UK. I thought so, because who the fuck has Dance Evolution in this country? Why would anyone have that? I had no expectation of them getting it, so when I see them tweet, hey, by the way, we have Dance Evolution now, I was like, no fucking way, dude. No fucking way. Like, of all the games to just add. Like, DDR always going to be my main squeeze when I hit up, like, the rhythm games, but I will absolutely take a moment to dance something fresh. It's not even networked yet, either. Like, the network for that game doesn't even work at the moment, because who the fuck has a Dance Evolution cabinet? So, I'm sure, like, the engineering is not difficult on that, but just they don't, it's not even there, because no fucking, who the fuck has a Dance Evolution cabinet? Like, what? Who gets those? Who imports that? They do, apparently. Hell yeah! Very excited. Gonna have another good day. It's just leaderboards and stuff, but there's, like, engineering that goes into that whole process that I don't really have any understanding of. All I know is that the rhythm gaming is tight right now. Not a terrible clock now, it's pretty bad. That was pretty bad. That was actually pretty bad. It wasn't the worst clock ever, but it was pretty bad. I just don't care. I don't reset. Fuck resets. We're playing a video game over here. Oh yeah, I'm gonna let you guys know as well that on June 20th, I think is the date that's been penciled in for this. I'm probably gonna stream a new first-person shooter game coming out called A Medieval, because it's from the same people who published Dusk. I don't think it's being made by the same person, but they're all in sort of the same style. And I really fucking liked Dusk, so A Medieval is something I'm very interested in playing. So I'm gonna put that on my bucket list of, like, games I'm almost certainly guaranteed to stream in the casual way. Yeah, I guess it's, like, just keeping a rolling total of, like, sub counts, which is fine enough, I guess. In fact, I think that might actually be slightly better than what I was angling at. Like, my intent was that it would, you know, trigger when we reach 200 total at any one moment, but if it's just keeping a rolling total of, like, until we reach 200 people who subscribe generally, then I guess that's okay. Like, whatever works. Like, when the bar says it's full, I'm gonna honor that, even if it's really not what I had in mind. Who the fuck is texting me at such an hour, at such a time, in such a place? can't you see I'm streaming? Honestly. Some people have no manners these days. Also, that's a subtotal bar, not like a... Not like a donation thing. It still shows in terms of a percentage. Yeah, that's what I get for having it be so small, right? Like... Here is where my desire to not have bits of the fucking stream overlap the gameplay actually compromises my ability to have things be visible on stream. How dare you text me? Yeah, see that 5 seconds is like all clock. It's gross vomiting. It's like got reverb on it. Just to let the cutscene play out. Absolutely. I was trying to respond to a message that I got. Ah! Why didn't the cursor move? What? I'm being rused. Hey, I see. Thank you for the good luck. I'm a fucking need it. We're playing Silent Hill 2 up in this. Emetophobic. I actually don't know what that is. Fear of puking. Huh. That makes sense. I kind of, like, thought it was fear of puking, but wouldn't it be funny if it was something like fear of arse cracks? Give it a stretch. You don't know the Latin for that. Arse crackophobic! That's what I'm saying. It's a phobia of arse cracks. I still can't... It's always so fucking cold in this motherfucking country. It's like the start of June, and it's still really quite cold here. It's a complex phobia. Dude, imagine having a phobia of, like, a finely tuned ass, though. That would be, like, the worst thing ever. Given how much our culture emphasizes the ass. Having a phobia, yes. Having a phobia of the asses must be like a new kind of hell. Only being comfortable with janky asses. That's just taste, I think. I think that's just taste in asses rather than a phobia. Except only the finest ass.
Did you find the lady you're looking for? What's her name? Mary?
What makes for a fine ass? Size, volume, and also tone. Both of you fucks trying to make the same joke at the same time. Nah, fuck you, game. Wonky fucking angle happened there. Hey, Zoku, welcome back. What happened? What do you mean, what happened? The marbles concluded, and now we are back to regular speedruns, and also ass chat. Alright, what's the code? What's the code? 3379. Dude, dubs. Excellent. No, what the fuck, James? Jesus Christ. That was some real movement there. That was painful. That was fucking low tier. I've done penis percent, gun percent, and now ass percent. When is titty percent? Unfortunately, that one will get me banned. What we got here? That's 5139. Five, 1, 3, 9. Not the worst. Fight the slip. I would say, if you're tired, go to bed. That's what I'm saying. I fell asleep at work today. It was very good. I fell asleep very late into the night at a point where my manager had already gone home, so, like, literally no one was gonna wake me up. I dozed for, like, a solid 20 minutes, I think. Paid to sleep is nice. Not exactly. Not sleep until you can't keep your eyes open. That's just called sleep deprivation. That actually, I can't say I'm familiar with, like, the medical soundness of that practice, but that sounds bad. By all means, I would take the advice of medical professionals over the advice of random asshole on the internet, i.e. me, but that sounds bad. You should sleep when you... I agree. You should sleep when you're tired. Now that I agree with. I do in fact sleep when I'm tired. My problem is just that I'm tired a lot. Like, I'm really good at sleeping. My problem is when and where. That's why I'm currently trying to work on, like, getting my work hours shifted over a couple, like I've said before. Because I think that would actually make a pretty surprising difference. Falling asleep easier on trains than you do on beds. That's just the style, isn't it? I also fall asleep on trains pretty easy. That's how I ended up in Scotland once. Turn, you fucking stupid asshole. The gang takes an accidental trip to Scotland. It me. I've done that. He started yawning. Maybe I should go to bed. Whoa. It's because you guys are talking about sleep. Fuck you guys. Does it count as Fortnite if streamer plays Fortnite but not on stream? I say that. I haven't played Fortnite in like a really long time. Like, the Epic launcher is always nagging me to update the fucking thing. It's also literally the only game I even, like, use the Epic launcher for nowadays. Like, I bought World War Z on the Epic launcher, and I thought World War Z was, like, a super mediocre game. Absolutely fucking dollar store Left 4 Dead. Which, you know, pretty good metaphor for Epic versus Steam at present. I literally never even finished World War Z. That was how, like, boring I found it. It's not a long game, either. Let's try out Metro. I'm not really interested in trying out Metro. I played like a bit of Metro 2033 and I also got bored of that pretty quickly. I can't say I remember much about it because I played it a while ago. But I am real good at holding a first impression I barely remember against a franchise. Why did I bend down? Game, fuck off. That was an input drop and I'm mad about it. I clicked the button to turn the light off and it ignored me. That was piss. Good angle, good angle. On the subject of weird music genres. Oh boy, here we go. There is a Bomani song that is Happy Handbag. They just make this shit up. That's not a real thing. That seems to be like a curiously Japanese thing I notice, is just having incredibly like non-specific concepts of genres. Like, these are the people who gave the name high-speed reasoning game to Danganronpa instead of like a visual, just calling it a visual novel. They call it a high-speed reasoning game. Like, they do the same shit with music genres. They don't call it like, they just call it some shit. They just say whatever the fuck. I kind of like that for game genres, because games are games are a lot more fluid than surface-level descriptions of their mechanics, and I imagine music's probably the same way, but I'm also not much of a music head, so I wouldn't really know. I know what sounds good, and that's kind of it. If it sounds tight, I'm tight. Like, that's all I worry about. That is the thing I like about Bemani games as well, right? Is that they have like a very good variety of music types. Like, I don't especially know what genre all of those things fit into, but there's a lot of it. Yeah, I've been like going through the Dance Rush Stardom original soundtrack lately because of course I have been. And like, I read the comments of that shit sometimes, and one of the tracks, like called Crazy Shuffle, is apparently classed as an electric house song. I don't have a fucking idea what that means. What is house music and why is it electric? Like, that's not the weirdest genre name I can think of. It's just an example of how I don't really know what genres mean. It sounds good. That's really all I care about. Human Sequencer, Romantic School Variations, Dual Antique, and Rage Against Empress genre. Ah, fuck, I was one early. One hour history on house music. Somehow I don't think that's necessary. The marvelous. Good night, Chimp. Thank you for playing. I don't have any idea which direction I'm moving in, but apparently it was okay, so whatever. Yeah, I can imagine. I was gonna say, I bet you anything that the Empress was for the game that's actually literally called Empress. That game is crazy expensive, by the way. Like, I was because I've been looking up, like, Beatmania 2DX shit. Empress is crazy fucking expensive. Is the music good and does it have a good step chart? Honestly, I really only need one, because, like, NGO in DDR has an abysmal fucking step chart, but I kind of like that song, so... Like, I'm alright, although it does have an abysmal fucking step chart. It's so weird. And, like, not in a good way. It's kind of interesting because of that, but, like, it's such a weirdly charted fucking song. I am not the sort of person who has very, like, strong opinions on charting for the most part, but, like, I play enough of these games that I know a fucking weird chart when I see one. An NGO is a fucking weird chart. There's like lots of eighths into jumps and weird slowdowns and step jumps and occasional like very quick, like suddenly the BPM rises and suddenly the eighths are more like 16ths and it's like, what the fuck is this chart, dude? Like, what? It's weird. It's just so weird. It's the weirdest chart I think I've played on that game. It jumps out of you. It jumps out at you because of its weirdness. Camera. I really ought to try and, like, figure out how to get cleaner footage when I'm at the arcade, so at least I have some things to post when I go there. Turn into content. There are some people out there who can get, like, really clean footage off of, like, a DDR cabinet and then also, like, stream their footwork while they do it. I have no idea what the setup is with that. I'd have to ask someone. I almost certainly don't have the equipment for it, but, like, I really want to know how they're doing that. Like, how are you even getting video out off the machine? Like, what? Like, it's a modern cabinet. I presume there's just a fucking HDMI connector in there, but, like, how do you do that? Like, how are they doing that? Like, do they just have a relationship with the arcade owner that lets them do that shit? Like, what? Isn't it usually separate video out? For modern games, it's just like HDMI, isn't it? So if it plugs in, but I don't know how they're doing it. Separate recording of a game screen in StepMania. I mean, you can do that. Like, that's like the ghetto option. Oh wow, I actually hit Blind Arsonist. What the fuck? But some of these people actually have got, like, clean game capture off of a... See, if it's an older arcade cabinet, I actually understand how they do that, because there's just... you can, like, split it at the back. It's annoying, but you can do it. It requires, like, a mod. But when it comes to the newer cabinets, you don't really mod those. Those are in, like, modern places with modern arcade operators. It's like, how are you getting HDMI capture off this? EMU on Windows? No, they're clearly at an arcade. Like, some of these people I have seen are clearly at arcades. Plus, you don't really need to, like, emulate the modern things. The modern Bimani games, because they all just kind of run under Windows anyway. The chat recording part, no. They're not separate, though. Like, I've seen people live stream themselves playing modern arcade games along with every single, like, mistake and error they do. Because they're live streams. They're in, like, unbroken chunks, and I don't know how they're pulling that off. Like, how are you getting game capture off this? Man, inquiring minds would like to know. Inquiring minds almost certainly don't have the equipment for it, but inquiring minds still want to know. Don't blink now, but this run actually has pace. I already gained 3 seconds on a run with a Blind Arsonist, huh? Yeah, I guess some might just have that. Fuck. Fuck off, game. Man, if that isn't frustrating. Getting random angled on entry to the hotel. Jesus Christ. That's too far. No, it's fine. Holy shit, I'm good. Suddenly I actually have to care about this run. As if, right? A tool for opening cans. Hey, Dolphin Chemist. The canned light bulb strike again. Taking hand off controller to scratch eyebrow. Ah, fuck, too early. Too wide, more like. Kill. That's gonna miss. No, it's not. Barely. No, game. Don't do that. Fucking auto-aim. I'm kind of quiet because I'm focusing. Well, that could have been shitty. Fuck, I just ran into the wall. Actually, ugh, game, please. This can actually still go, like, quite shitty for me right here. Please don't own. No own. Holy fuck. Really? A 3-shot? Suck my dick. Gain, don't drop input. Having a bad final split though, dude, fuck. You ate too much. Don't we all? Oh, baby!
Mary?
What do you want, James?
I brought you some flowers.
Flowers? I don't want any damn flowers. Just go home already.
Mary, what are you saying?
Look. Disgusting. I don't deserve flowers.
Two-shot, nice. That's a 1x. That's a 1x without question. Yeah, it ticked over a couple seconds, but... That is the weirdest stream that had no business producing a new world record. But it did, so... Suck it. I was actually local recording that one as well, so I get to upload that properly. I was not expecting a new PB at all. I've been kind of casually playing marbles. Well, I've been casually playing marbles, yes. Been playing Silent Hill 2 just to kind of play the game, but you get lucky. Sometimes you just get lucky. Time to tweet. You know, this had a shit clock. This had fucking awful clock RNG. That's... Yes, dude. My power is absolute that I now have world record with, like, a really bad clock.
Congration.
Congration! I'm stunned that fucking got... The stream is the one that got a world record. I can't believe that shit. But I got one. I did it. I did it again. I beat my own time. That's mental. I'm genuinely shocked that that somehow went in my favor. Like, I wasn't really playing that super seriously either. I was just kind of playing the game, and then, like, as soon as I got Blind Artist, I was like, oh shit, this one's actually real. And then I nailed the hotel out of bounds. It's like, fuck, this is actually, like, extremely real all of a sudden. I got real fucking serious, but look at that time save on hotel. It absolutely paid off. That split's juicy. That's a nice 6-second time save.